Eugenio Suarez leads the charge for the Mariners in Game 5 of the ALCS. We had Kevin Gausman and Bryce Miller in this one. Game 5 is always pivotal. The winner has quite the advantage going into Game 6 and any potential Game 7. They just have to win one of the next two games. So, top of the first inning, Springer strikes out, Lucas flies out, Vlad Guerrero Jr. doubles, and Alejandro Kirk is not able to hit him in. He strikes out swinging. Bottom of the first, Julio Rodriguez flies out, Cal Raleigh doubles, Polanco strikes out, and Naylor grounds out, so they're not able to hit Raleigh in. So a couple base runners early in this one, score still nothing going into the second. Top of the second, a quick inning for the Blue Jays. Varsho pops out, so does Clement lines out, and Barger strikes out. Bottom of the second, Randy Arozarena grounds out, and Eugenio Suarez gets the Mariners on the board with a solo home run. It's his second of the playoffs, and he is now showing his value when they made that trade at that deadline. Coming in huge for the Mariners, gives them that 1-0 lead, and like I said, this pivotal Game 5. J.P. Crawford walks, and then Canzone lines out, Rivas strikes out. So it is 1-0 after 2. Top of the third, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa leads off with a double. Good opportunity for the Blue Jays to score. But Andres Jimenez lines into a 3-6 double play. So a hard hit ball right at Josh Naylor, throws out at second. So double play. And then George Springer grounds out to the pitcher. So no damage done for the Blue Jays. Bottom of the third, Rodriguez flies out. Raleigh and Polanco both strike out. So no base runners for the Mariners. Fourth inning, Nathan Lucas leads things off with a double, and then they'll intentionally walk Vlad Guerrero Jr., his first of this game. It was a couple. And then Kirk walks, bases loaded, nobody out. Huge moment in the ball game for the Blue Jays. Varsho strikes out, and then Ernie Clement with just a little dribbler grounds into a double play. Raleigh fields it, touches home because it's a force out, and throws out Clement at first. So no damage done, bases loaded, no outs, to getting out of it unscathed, and T-Mobile Park is ecstatic about this. Bottom of the fourth, Josh Naylor will single, Randy Arozarena reaches on a fielder's choice, Eugenio Suarez lines out, Randy Arozarena steals second base, and then J.P. Crawford flies out, so they aren't able to capitalize on the couple base runners in this inning, so it is still 1-0. Top of the fifth, Barger's going to lead things off with a single, and that ends the day for Bryce Miller. Matt Brash will come in to relieve for the Mariners, and he'll get Kiner-Falefa to fly out. Andres Jimenez to ground out. He almost gets out of the jam, but George Springer ties the game with an RBI double. Came up clutch for the Blue Jays, and he's just kind of been that Mr. Consistent in the postseason his entire career, this time for the Blue Jays. Lucas walks, and then Vlad Guerrero Jr. will strike out, but the game is tied 1-1. Bottom of the fifth, Dominic Canzone will pop out. Rivas walks, Rodriguez lines out, and Cal Raleigh flies out. Moving on to the sixth inning. Brian Wu making his first appearance since beginning of September when he was put on IL. Gives up a double to Alejandro Kirk. He does get Varsho to fly out, but Ernie Clement comes up big. RBI single, giving the Blue Jays a 2-1 lead in the sixth inning. There's only a few outs remaining. I mean, there's 4 innings remaining for the Mariners to try and come back. Barger grounds out, and Kiner-Falefa does as well. Bottom of the sixth, Polanco grounds out, same with Naylor. Randy Arozarena walks. Louis Varland comes in and walks Eugenio Suarez. So 2 on, 2 out, and J.P. Crawford's not able to come up big. He grounds out, ending the sixth inning. Top of the seventh, Jimenez grounds out. Springer's hit by a pitch, and it hits him right on the kneecap. He actually leaves the game, and Joey Loperfido will pinch run for him. See if that plays in Game 6, because that's a big loss for the Blue Jays. He's just been so consistent this postseason. Lucas will ground out. They'll intentionally walk Vlad Guerrero Jr. for the second time. You don't want the best guy in the other team to beat you in a situation like this. And Alejandro Kirk grounds out, so no more damage. It's still 2-1 going into the bottom of the seventh. A quick inning for the Mariners. Canzone strikes out, Rivas flies out, and Rodriguez strikes out. Top of the eighth, Gabe Spire comes in. He's been used heavily in the postseason for the Mariners. He's really been one of their best bullpen, if not their best bullpen arm. Varsho pops out, Clement flies out, and Miles Straw will pinch hit, and he flies out. Bottom of the eighth, Blue Jays go to Little. They get Cal Raleigh hitting right-handed against a left-handed pitcher, and he beats them with a solo home run, a game-tying home run, his 4th of the playoffs. A huge moment, game-tying in the ALCS in Game 5 of all games too. Clutch moment, and T-Mobile Park is loving it. Mariners fans are crying. It is an incredible moment in this game. Little's going to walk Polanco and Naylor, so now it's 2 on, nobody out. They'll bring in Seranthony Dominguez, who hits Randy Arozarena. Bases loaded, still nobody out, and Eugenio Suarez puts them ahead with a go-ahead grand slam. His 3rd home run of the postseason and 2nd in this game, giving the Mariners a 6-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th, and the Blue Jays only have 3 outs to try and make that up. Crawford's going to fly out, Canzone grounds out, and Rivas grounds out, but all the damage was done in this inning. They put up a 5 spot, and it is 6-2 Mariners. Andres Munoz, of course, is going to come in to close this game. Kiner Falefa flies out, Jimenez flies out, and Loperfido grounds out. The Mariners take the key Game 5, 6-2. The Blue Jays only had the 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 8 left on base, so they had a ton of chances and just weren't able to capitalize. The Mariners, 6 runs on only 5 hits, no errors, and 6 left on base. A lot of walks for Blue Jays pitching in this one. Gabe Spire gets his first win of the playoffs, and Little gets his first loss. Player of the game has to be Eugenio Suarez, 2 for 3 with the 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and a walk included in that one. Really led the charge for the Mariners in this game, and maybe seals them maybe a little bit of an extension if it keeps going this way for the Mariners and Suarez. So my game notes, Suarez had that solo home run in the 2nd, gave him the lead. It was his 2nd of the playoffs. In the 4th inning, that close, bases loaded with 1 out, double play, just a little dribbler from Ernie Clement. That was a huge moment because there was bases loaded and a ton of opportunity for the Blue Jays to take the lead or score at least 2 or 3 runs in that inning, and it didn't happen. Springer did have the game-time double in the 5th inning, and then Clement with a go-ahead single in the 6th, but it didn't matter as Cal Raleigh with his game-tying solo home run, which is his 64th of the postseason. Including the regular season and playoffs, he now ties Aaron Judge in a single regular season and postseason combined for the most home runs in American League history at 64. And then Eugenio Suarez with that go-ahead grand slam, sending the Mariners a ton of momentum going back to Toronto for Game 6. Seattle's leading the series 3-2, 1 win away from their first World Series. They haven't announced the starting pitcher, but the Blue Jays have. It'll be Trey Yasevich on that one on Sunday. So let me know in the comments what you thought. Mariner fans, you got to be feeling great. Raleigh came through, 64th home run in one season is insane. And Eugenio Suarez with that go-ahead grand slam. The trade has now paid off. Now can the rest of the team pick it up, win the next game, and move on to the World Series. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you like this video. We've got Dodgers and Brewers in Game 4 of the NLCS coming up next.